They looked so proud when they arrived. My parents, dressed in their Sunday best, clutching flowers, for her. I watched them from across the campus courtyard, my cap tilted low to hide the smile that didn't reach my eyes. They had no idea what was coming. When they saw the stage set up, the guest list, the names etched in gold on the program, their faces lit up until they reached the second page. That's when the color drained from my mother's cheeks. My father's jaw locked. I didn't need to see their eyes to know what they were reading. My name. Not just on the program, featured. And beneath it, valedictorian. Full ride scholarship recipient. Founder, Equity Initiative. Everything they once said I wasn't capable of. Everything they paid to make sure only my sister could be. It started years ago, quietly, like all betrayals do. My sister, Emma, was the golden one. The straight A's, the charm, the laughter that filled every dinner table. I was quieter, practical. I asked too many questions, they said. I wasn't built for the spotlight. So when the college applications came, they called us into the living room. My mother's tone was soft, rehearsed. "We can only afford tuition for one of you," she said. And my father, eyes fixed on me, added, "She deserves it, but you don't." Just like that. No hesitation, no apology. Emma looked at me, half guilty, half relieved, and said nothing. I worked nights while she studied, waitressing, tutoring, scraping by. Every time I sent a rent check, I imagined her in some cozy dorm, laughing with friends, funded by the parents who forgot I existed. I didn't hate her, not then. Hate came later. It came the day I saw her name on an article about a student business competition. My father had helped her write the proposal. My mother had called in favors for sponsors. And there, buried in the acknowledgments, was a line that cracked something in me. To my parents, who believed in me unconditionally. Unconditionally. The irony was surgical. I didn't confront her. I studied, listened, waited. I'd always been invisible. I decided to use it. When Emma's competition team needed a financial analyst, I volunteered. She smiled, said, "You sure you can handle it?" I could, more than she knew. I built her business plan from the ground up. She pitched it as hers, and while she basked in applause, I quietly registered the company, under my name. Her pitch deck, my data, my structure, my legal claim. She didn't notice the fine print I'd changed. She didn't notice when investors started reaching out, to me. By the time she realized, the prototype, the funding, and the credit were mine. She called me, voice trembling. "You stole my future!" I laughed softly. "No, Emma, I just took back what you borrowed." The university called months later. They wanted me to represent the graduating class. My research on educational inequity had gone viral. They wanted my parents there. I sent the invitation myself. I even wrote, "It would mean a lot to Emma and me if you came." And they did, thinking it was her big day. When they saw me on stage instead, in my robes, the metal glinting under the lights, I watched their pride curdle into disbelief. My speech began simply. "I want to thank the people who taught me what fairness isn't." Silence. You could hear the weight of every unsaid word pressing on the crowd. I learned that love given on condition isn't love, it's leverage. I learned that sometimes being overlooked isn't punishment, it's preparation. My sister's eyes met mine from the front row. Her smile was gone. After the ceremony, they didn't speak. Not to me, not to her. They just stood there, as if the ground beneath their feet had shifted. I didn't need to say anything else. I turned in my cap, walked past them, and left. The next week, I received my final transfer confirmation. The scholarship they thought didn't exist had covered my entire tuition and the first seed funding for my startup, the same one their golden child had tried to claim. Emma tried to rebuild. She couldn't. Her reputation collapsed when investors discovered the legal filings. She said I ruined her. But I didn't ruin her. I revealed her. People say revenge feels empty. They're wrong. It doesn't fill you, it clears you, like rain washing dust from glass. When I stood on that stage and saw their faces, my parents, pale and wordless, my sister finally understanding the quiet power of being underestimated, I didn't feel rage or sorrow, just peace. Cold, earned, deserved peace. I suppose that's the thing about betrayal. It teaches you precision. It teaches you patience. And when the moment comes to balance the scales, you don't need to raise your voice. You just let the truth speak for you. And it always does.